Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope your weekend was blessed. Hope your weekend was full of joy and happiness, and you did some things you want to do, accomplished some things you want to accomplish, and spend some time with people you want to spend time with. So I had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. If you didn't catch my live yesterday, make sure you check it out. Uh, uh, they changed my schedule on me, so I'm no longer off on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays. I don't work 10-hour work days anymore. They would send me, change me to 5-day work weeks for now. But while I'm still in training, so I'm on my way to school. And I figured before I hit the school, go to school, because I got to take the road test today. For those that don't know, watch my channel for the first time, I'm a CDL driver. You know, got my CDL in 2019. Can't believe it's been that long. But anyhow, I recently decided to get my passenger endorsement, and they got to send me back to school for that. So that's what I'm doing. So I I go there Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I close. I think they might be open on Saturdays, but I don't go on Saturday. But anyhow, my schedule's been changed, so I can comply with that stuff. But I talked a little bit yesterday about you know taking God with you wherever you go. Take the Lord with you wherever you go. And if you haven't seen that video, check that video out. Also, tune in to Testimonial Tuesdays. I do those every Tuesday. We are giving God glory, giving God thanks, and then people know that I'm not the only person. You're not maybe not the only person. That God has been good too. So you can email me. You want to share your testimony? You can email me at testimonytuesday at gmail.com and share testimony. Like I said, I'll be doing that mañana. Tomorrow, I'll be sharing that, and I'll be doing that. So anyhow, I want to come on, and I say walk with joy. Side of the video that you've seen is walk with joy. Well, first off, we want to thank God for the good, the bad, the highs, the lows, ups and downs. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm blessed. How are you? We thank God for the ups and downs, the highs, the lows, the ins and outs, the good, the bad, the ugly, and we'll tell God thank you for it all. Through it all, we made it to another day, another day's journey, another day of life and strength. Where I'm from Florida. I live in Florida. I live in Florida. Thank you for asking. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing good as well. I'm blessed. But yeah, thank God for life, thank God for strength. And we walking into this hi, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. We walking into this Monday morning with joy, with happiness. A lot of times, they told us this when I was in school. They said most people have a heart attack, and it's not funny. Most people have a heart attack on Sunday mornings. The stress. I don't know if it's the stress of life, the stress of going to work the next day. That day or what, but most of the time on Monday mornings people have a heart attack or a stroke or whatever. It's crazy. But welcome to this Monday morning, and you may hate your job. You may hate your job. I mean, I like the people at your job, but or wherever you're doing, might be school, might not be a job, maybe school, but thank God for it anyway, because like you said, you could be without it, and being without it, trust me, being without it is worse than not having it, or having it, and not wanting to be there, because you can put on a happy face and find ways to not let people get under your skin at work. I know it may be hard, but you choose the type of day you're gonna have, and who can get on your skin and who can't. Most of the time, it's not. I said it before. It's not people on the outside can get to you. Other people on your intermediate circle that can make you feel a certain way. That's a beautiful view. Look at that view. Look behind me. Look at that view right there. That's peaceful. That's beautiful right there. Y'all see that? The sun's coming up. That's nice. That's where I should be right. I should be on the beach right now. But yeah, I don't live too far from the beach. And it's funny because when you have something close to you like that, the water. Like I heard a story about a minister was talking about being from Detroit and not visiting Motown, And I'm like, Motown? You don't visit Motown that often? But same thing with the beach. You know, we're right here by the water and rarely go. You know, I go, but not as much as I, you know, if somebody that comes to visit, they go every day. They come to visit South Florida. They at the beach every day, you know, on vacation. But you're on vacation. And so I get it. But this is the main street, main highway. Not too far from the school where I'm going. And I know that guy right there. But yeah. I just want to come on and say, you know, have a great day. Have a great day. Have a blessed day. And walk into your day. Walk into your day with joy. Walk into your day with peace. Walk into the day knowing that God is good and thanking God for another day of life and strength, and knowing that, well, regardless of where you are in your life, it could be worse, and somebody does have it worse than you have it. And be thankful. And whatever situation you're in, whether it's your job, whether it's a job you don't like, a job you despise. Some people despise their jobs. I used to be like that. You know, last year, it wasn't the job, and it wasn't even the pay. It was the supervisor. The supervisor he had it in for me, and I was in the mind frame that I didn't care. I almost cursed, but I didn't care about him. I didn't care about the company. I didn't care about the job, and end up having me get exited out of the opportunity. And sometimes you got to be humble. You got to humble yourself and wait for God to exit you out your opportunity. Don't exit yourself. Don't get rid of yourself. Don't get rid of. I can laugh now. I wasn't laughing then, but I can laugh now about it. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. But yeah, I ended up having to sue. And I didn't want to do that. But because some things you it's a lot of bugs around here because it's by a lake. It's God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. First time, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, like I was saying, the bugs don't eat me up. But like I said, don't exit yourself out of your opportunity. Pray about things, and let God exit you. Let God give you a sign, and give you a time, and give you another opportunity to walk into, instead of you trying to diminish yourself, humble yourself. So, I had to humble myself. I had to learn that because I wasn't with it. I didn't care, but once the opportunity was gone, because I guess I kind of got the mind frame where I have a CDL license and I can get a job somewhere, but it wasn't as easy as I thought. Once I left the opportunity, it wasn't easy as I thought to get another job. So sometimes you got to humble yourself and wait for your opportunity to come before you exit yourself. And so yeah, but I say that to say, you know, don't exit yourself. You know, we all get to a point where we don't want to be certain places. But like I said, whether it's in school, whether it's at a job, we all go through it. But until you can do it, makes you happy, and until you find your purpose and walk into your purpose, you know, you gotta do what you have to do. And but do it with some humility. Do it with knowing that your time is coming, and do it with knowing that regardless of what you're in, somebody has it worse. And just be thankful and grateful that God gave you the opportunity, and He's putting you in the opportunity for you to be in it, so you can go through some things until He's ready to bless you with what you have to be blessed with. So with that being said, you know, I need to exercise, try to walk 150 minutes a week. It's great. That's what they say. I try to do a little more. I try to do a little more than that. But sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Well, most of the times I do. Most of the weeks since I started that, I have done more than 150 minutes a week. And that's because I don't live too far from where I work. And so I try to get it in when I go, get it in when I come back, and then get it in a little bit more afterwards. Depends on the day. So, but yeah, we thank God for another day of life, another day of strength. And thank you for the people that watched it, the people that came on. And just want everybody to have a blessed day. Have a great day. And don't let people, circumstances, situations, whatever the case may be, don't let it dampen your day. Don't let it be a Debbie Downer. Don't let it be a Debbie Downer. Oh boy, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. But yeah, man. Yeah, you know. Hey, we thank God. Thank God for the blessings. That's all I can say. And I might come on. I might come on later on today. I'm not sure. Maybe when I get to school, I'll chime in. I'll chime in and I'll go live there. Because last time I was live and I talked about CDL school. I had a couple comments about CDL school and the process and everything. So I made sure that. I mean, not because like last time I did, they was like tell me to put the camera up, because they don't want people really to show the school. But I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna see what I can do once I get there. This is the turnpike. You see the turnpike? Everybody's in a rush to go to work, get to work. See? But yeah, they built this right here because people were jumping. People were jumping off, I guess. You know. But yeah, so what is this? So all right, that's all I got for you. Have a great day. What time is it? What time is it? Oh, it's only 7. So yeah, I'm gonna stay a little longer. I'm gonna stay on a little longer to actually get where I'm going. You know. But I was thinking. I was thinking about. I was talking about over the road. I was talking about over the road the other day. I'm saying that I was talking about your time, and being over the road. When you over those that don't know, you see the trucks, you see the Walmart trucks, you see different trucks, right? And you don't know where these guys come from and situation these guys are in. But the money's out there to be made. If you're over the road and you drive over the road, the money's out there to be made. But most people that go over the road and come home, it's not because they don't want the money. It's because the time, and like I said, it's good if you don't have a family. And I'm sharing this because I'm going to school, right? But I'm thinking about it, hey, praise the Lord, God bless, God is good. But yeah, one thing you can't get back is your time. And we spend a lot of time. Most people that work at other people's jobs. You may spend more time with people that you don't know that you met at your job than you do with your actual family. So, I would always say, that if you desire something different, you gotta work harder than you do. You gotta work harder than you do at your job than you do for yourself. You gotta work harder if you want to get out of the situation. And I'm not talking about just talking about on the live. I'm talking to myself too first. But shit. I don't want to get hit by a car. Make sure I can walk by before the guy run up real quick. But yeah. What time? Hold on. Sorry about that. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay, yeah. I had to make sure I had to be safe. We don't want to be unsafe. We don't want to be unsafe. We got safety is most important. We're doing these lives. I didn't want to cross the street and risk getting hit, so I had to put the camera down for a second. But yeah, you know, I was talking about over the road. You know, and regardless of whether you're over the road or not, you know, money comes and goes. I would say that money comes and goes, but time, you can't get your time back. So, you know, I would say use your time wisely. If you hate where you're at, you know, joy, you know, it comes, and it's hard. That's when you're dealing with in customer, especially in customer service. You deal with people all day long. You deal with people all day long, man. And some people it's hard. You know what? The way I look at it is like, the way I see it is like, go into the mind frame that we all going through something. We all going through something, and so if you know that, and you see people say, hey, it's not towards me. Whatever they doing, however they acting, it's not about me. They going through something. They're going through something in their life, with their home. Maybe they don't have a home. Maybe they're homeless. Maybe they stressed out about a job they didn't get. It could be anything. So when you meet people that are upset, agitated, and giving you a hard time about something, when you're at work, in your workplace, even in life, it could be something on their mind that they're not saying, and they don't know how to deal with it. A lot of times, people even myself, you know, certain things, you don't know how to say certain things, you don't know how to deal with certain things, so you act a certain way. And so, you know, it don't have nothing to do with nobody else. It has something to do with you. So you have to know that especially dealing with customers, people. You have to know that everybody's going through something. So, you know, take it with a smile and do the best you can, and know that it's not a direct action towards you. It's just they're going through something, and deal with it with a smile the best you can, because you getting upset and getting your blood pressure up, or getting ready to do what you're gonna do to a person behind their words, and words don't hurt, but they say that they said it back in the day, but people a lot more sensitive now than they were back then when I grew up. But and that's a sign of the times. So, but you know, words don't hurt, you know, in most cases. But with most people, I would say. But some people hurt, some people don't. It all depends on the person. It all depends on how they were raised. And but I said that to say, you know, if you know that everybody's going through something, then don't let their words affect how you feel. Don't affect your day. Don't affect how you do your job. Because if you need a job, and you're going to show up every day, and you're trying to be there, then don't let somebody else ruin it. Don't let somebody else ruin it, because they're hard to find nowadays. It depends on what you do. It depends on your skill set and what type of work you do. You know, it might be hard to find another job. So, you know, pretty much go into your life. You see what you say? No, it's blue. It's not gray, it's blue. It's a blue shirt. But yeah, and not a suit. But thanks anyway. I appreciate that. But yeah, you know, going to it knowing that. Yeah, I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to me, because I deal with customers too. Well, not yet. I'm still in training, but I deal with people too, and it's not. And the stories you hear, and the things things I've seen, and I always been, you know, when I used to deliver stuff, I used to deliver for Home Depot. Most people know what Home Depot is, or you heard of Home Depot. If you haven't heard of Home Depot, you probably don't live in the United States. But I used to deliver for Home Depot, right? And in some of these areas, you know what I mean? When people got a little dough, they expect you work for them. In a sense, you do, in a sense you do, but you know, I had a customer one time. I was doing a delivery, right, and he wanted me to. He called me, and I had other deliveries to make. Mine had other, you know, he got a truck full of orders, full of deliveries, and the orders, you have to deliver the orders in the order how they want you to deliver them. And so the customer called me. He was like maybe second or third on the list, and he called me and told me that he had to be somewhere at a certain time, and he needed me to come right now. He needed me to come right now to deliver, because he had to be somewhere at a certain time. I say, well, I got other orders to make. Oh, okay. But yeah, I say, well, I have other orders that I have to do before yours. He said, well, I need my stuff now. I paid for it, I need it now. I said, well, I can't deliver it right now because I have other orders. And he called Home Depot, called dispatch, and I said that I want to deliver his stuff. And they called me and asked me about it. I said, well, no, I didn't tell him that. I told him, but I told him. So anyway, that's my whole point of what I was saying is the fact that customers, we all going through something. We're all going through something. So you have to act accordingly and know that, you know, walk with joy, walk through life with joy, walk through this Monday morning and through Tuesday morning, through the rest of the week with joy, with happiness, with peace, with love, with grace and mercy, knowing that God is good, and know that everybody's going through something. And take the Lord with you. Take the Lord with you everywhere you go. And if you believe, take God with you wherever you go, and let people see that light. Don't be a light in the dark room. Be a light in a dark room. Because the world's already full of darkness. The world's full of negative energy, negative vibes, negative people. But if you believe, be that light that people can see how good God is, and let it shine bright so everybody can see. So with that being said, y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. Tell somebody you love them. You never know when you're going to go. You never know when they're going to go. Kiss someone you love. You never know when you kiss them again. Also, a kind word kind of can go a long way. Say a kind word. Do a kind gesture, because you'll be surprised how that kind gesture can change somebody's life. I'm testimony of that. A kind word kind of changed my life. So with that being said, y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. I see you. And don't remember, I said check out our Testimonial Tuesdays. I do those every Tuesday. If you have a testimony and you want to share a testimony, make sure you email me at testimonytuesdays@gmail.com. And I share those every week. And I'll be seeing y'all tomorrow. Or maybe later in the day, we'll see. Be safe, be blessed. I'm out. Peace.